Timmy, the world champs were in Salt Lake City to take on the Utah Jazz. First quarter, Gordon Hayward on the break. Let's get out and let's run.
I like that. He took 12 shots, made 10 of them in this game.
28 points, 9 boards. Kyrie, the king. Massive throwdown with 2 hands. Look at that look. Impressive. Third quarter, more Bron.
Stop the ball.
Nobody wants. Oh, that's just. You knew the freight train's coming, Timmy, and nobody wanted to get in the way. They look at each other. They go, you, me, you? Nobody. Fourth quarter, Jazz with a 6-point lead. Rodney Hood knocking down that. Hayward and the boys get the win. Cavs were only favored by 1 in the hook. Should have told you something. 28-9. Jazz with a, I don't want to say easy win because it was tight throughout 3. But you and I were kind of talking before we started the segment. You could kind of see this coming, right?
Yeah, they're on a long trip right here. Started off in Brooklyn, and then went to Phoenix, and then they go to Utah. Now they have to go to Portland, and then end up in Golden State. I was just surprised they didn't start Kyle Korver. Instead, they started DeAndre Liggins. I have a problem with that. You bring in a higher gun.
He's supposed to be off the bench guy, right? Isn't that what he's supposed to be?
Really?
Why? That's what I thought they're going to use him.
DeAndre Liggins averages 3 points a game. Kyle Korver's top 10 all-time in three-pointers made. So you bring Korver off the bench, he goes 1 of 5, only has 2 points. I think you throw him right to the fire.
Right in the mix.
You guys been an all-star before. He's a pro's pro. Instead, you start DeAndre Liggins.
He's always been that 6-guy type feel, right? I mean, it just seems like that's always been his role.
I think that's a poor
mistake
decision. Yeah, I think you bring him in to let's
you're going to start.
Let's go. Go get him. Flip side for the Jazz. When they have favors, Hayward and Gobert, Hill and Hood, this is a team that can really make noise in the Western Conference. What I mean by that is they can go to the Western Conference Final.
Whoa.
They could beat the Clippers. They could beat the Spurs. I don't think they beat the Warriors. But I think they can beat anybody out west. They could also lose in a very contentious series, let's just say against Memphis.
Houston.
Who match up well against them. Yeah, they're one of those teams that, can they get to 100? Because you know their defense is going to be great. Only get up 92 in this game. And they lead the NBA in fewest points allowed. But can they get 100? You know, Gordon Hayward goes 10 of 12 in this game. How many times that could happen? All 5 starters are in double figures. They need a little more spark offensively.
If Utah was in the East, are they better than Toronto? Are they a 2 seed? Like you lock them in as the 2 behind Cleveland? Because I look at them and I go, you just mentioned, you look at the West and just how tough that is. Yeah. You got to run the gauntlet somewhere. Yeah. There's going to be no easy out if it's the Clippers, if it's Golden State, if it's Houston, if it's Memphis.
They would be better in the East. And a team like Boston, I think, would be better in the West. Score, spread you out, match up against Golden State, yeah.
Kind of they're in the wrong conference.
Love can also be like that, Dave. Sometimes you're looking in the wrong place. I just happen to get lucky. You are still looking.